Did you look at the actual camera?
Oh, I don't know.
Do that real quick. Do it again.
But Mac was Oh, I didn't do it again. Mac was looking the first time.
Was he? Well, I'll just use it then.
Mac, look up here.
Mac.
Look. What's... Hey.
No.
Sit
Look
down.
up here. Mac. Looky up here. Mac. Look up here. Mackie. Okay.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Megan with Loserly VSG, and I am here with my husband Josh in our garage with our beautiful new geo tracker named Timmy. Oh, sorry, is that what you were gonna say?
I was gonna say that. It's fine.
Yeah, and then all of his dirt bikes, and yep, this is where he likes to spend his time. So today I wanted to do like a husband tag, kind of. I saw some out there and I got some ideas, but I wanted to make my own and just see if we could keep it going. So to get it started, I want to talk about how we met and how long we've been together, what attracts us to each other, what we like about each other, it's that kind of stuff. So how did we meet?
How did we meet? We used to work together. I became her manager. And it kind of just went uphill from there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And who was interested first?
Obviously me.
Why obviously?
Look at you.
Okay, and how long have we been together?
6 years.
Oh goodness, our dog is barking. Hold on. All right, so what attracted you to each other is the first thing. I'll go first.
Go for it.
He has this big old smile, and he used to walk down the halls smiling real big, being real loud, being real happy, and I'm all about happy and positivity. So I didn't like him at first. I actually really disliked him at first, but I eventually warmed up to him.
Well, Megan was also the loudest one in the room. Very outspoken and very fun to be around.
Okay. What do you love and appreciate about each other? You can go first on this one.
I think what I appreciate and love about my wife here is that no matter what it is, she'll go for it. If she believes it's right or just thinks it's something we need to do, she's got it under control.
And what I love about him is he has a big ol' heart, and he's willing to help anybody that needs it. And he is a really hard worker. So not just at his job, but anything that needs done on the outside of our house usually, or in this garage. He doesn't hesitate. He wants to get it done. So yeah, I appreciate that about him. What do you think is the biggest difference between us?
People pleasing.
Yeah, and so I'm not a people pleaser, and he is. So he worries about what people think, and he likes to make other people happy, and I like to make people happy, but I don't care about what people think. I like to just live my own life, go down my own road, have my own journey, have my own opinions, and I've been trying to bring him over a little bit to the to my side.
The dark side.
Yeah, because I want him to live his life how he wants and not how other people want him to. So I'm working on it. All right, so on to weight loss stuff. How did you feel about surgery at first? And how do you feel about it now, like where I'm at now?
At first, it's a little intimidating. Not having a clue what is going to happen. I think after I was well educated by her and knowing what's going to happen with it, I was a lot more calm about it. I think I even referenced by the time she was getting ready to go into surgery, it's kind of just like going into a normal dentist appointment. So it was pretty calm for me.
And how you feel about it now? Like where I'm at now?
I don't think much about it, to be honest. It was minor. It is a major thing, but it did seem to be minor, especially now that it's over. It's good.
Can you briefly describe the surgery that I got?
What had happened is they made 6 incisions throughout her stomach and upper torso. Went in each angle with a camera and whatever surgical tools they might have needed, and laparoscopically took out the bottom section of her stomach. I saw it on a picture. I asked for that just so I could know exactly what they were taking out of there.
No, you did not
Yes, I
ask
did.
for it.
I said there better be a picture. Anyway, they took that out, internally stitched the stomach, and externally stapled the skin.
What surgery did I have?
VSG.
Which stands for what?
Wait, let me just go into this part. Like I actually know it. I keep forgetting the vertical part.
Okay.
Vertical sleeve gastronomy.
Gastrectomy.
Close.
Gastronomy sounds like a science word, like space. Is there anything different between us since I have lost weight?
No.
Not just since VSG, like since last year, has my weight loss changed anything between us?
I don't feel like it has.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about our relationship going forward?
Concerns? No. People come out of the woodwork a little bit about liking your photos that I've never heard of before, so that's a little weird, but concerns? No.
Earlier, he didn't know about these questions, but we've had some taping stuff happen here with the video. And so earlier, he didn't even know what I meant by concerns, but of course, probably most of you watching it do. There's like a high percentage of marriages that fail after weight loss surgery. I don't know the real reason. Some of it is maybe jealousy because of weight loss and that your spouse isn't losing the weight, or jealousy because people do come out of the woodwork and either the person that had the surgery or the spouse can't handle that. I don't know. So they always say like a bad relationship is probably not going to make it, but if you have a good relationship, you could probably work through it. But I don't feel any different. I don't feel like it's going to fail. I don't care who comes out of the woodwork. Like, I'm the same person. So I don't feel like it should change. Is there anything you are looking forward to when I get to goal weight?
I don't know what your goal weight is, so I don't.
My goal weight is to obviously look like a skeleton and ride around on your back everywhere. I've already told you this.
Well, if you're a bag of bones, you're not riding around on my back, so.
I've just told him I want to get like to the lowest weight that I can. Obviously healthy, not a skeleton. And if we don't like it, if it doesn't suit me, then we work on gaining a little bit back. But I told him, I said, when I get down to the smallest that I can, I want you to carry me everywhere on your back. So we'll see. And tonight we made a deal. He keeps wanting to pick me up. He's obsessed with picking me up. So, and I usually fight him on it. So I said, when I reach a certain weight, then you can pick me up. And we shook on it, and it's a deal. So we'll try to get that, I guess, on video.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Is there anything? Even though you don't know my goal weight, is there anything that you're looking forward to?
No, honestly.
I thought he was going to say the recliner.
Damn it. Yes,
Because
she's right.
He has just a regular recliner made for one average person. Even when Gracie, who's 8, tries to sit with him, it's uncomfortable. But he constantly wants me in this chair with him. So my goal at one point is to sit with him in this chair comfortably.
It's not uncomfortable. It's the comfiest chair you'd probably ever sit in.
It's not. Okay. What do you think about how I have to eat? Right now, currently. In a little bowl, 2 ounces.
Right now, she is cooking everything. And the kids and I will sit down and go ahead and start eating because it takes eternity for her to eat her 2 ounce. If you're not familiar with what 2 ounces is, imagine it's less than this, and it takes her an hour to be able to eat that. So we go ahead and start eating. Once she finally sits down at the table, we'll go ahead and pray and eat our meal. Then once we're done, kids aren't as patient as I would be, so we go ahead and clean up the table, and she's still eating. There's a lot of noises.
What noises?
I'm going to demonstrate for you for a second. The ones today that I heard a lot was...
And that's not a burp. My throat, like we were in dead silence and I was trying to drink my protein drink. And yeah, like, you know, your stomach gurgles and then it comes up and my throat gurgles and it just does it over and over and over and it's loud and I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. It's just what happens. Do you think that I am committed to a healthier life? And if so, why? And if not, why?
I think if you've been going at this for, well, most of your life, one, but really in depth in this for the last year plus, yeah, I think you're pretty determined.
I am. What are your thoughts on, oh, you have to have so much more energy and you have to feel better?
Those are my favorite comments ever. Only because we've talked about this a lot and we've kind of got an inside joke going on to where if she's running around or something, I'll tell her like, oh, you got to feel so much better than you did. It's not true. I'll let her elaborate a little bit as to why.
So other than people asking me if my stomach's ever going to stretch out again, when I tell them that how much weight I've lost, usually their first response is, oh, you just have to feel so much better, or, oh, you have to have so much energy. And no, I don't have to do any of that. They just assume that when you weigh more, you don't feel good and that you're just like, I guess, this slob that lays around and sleeps all the time. But I have not felt bad and my energy has remained the same. I didn't have this surgery because I couldn't get out of bed and I was in pain. I had the surgery just to ensure that I have a healthier life going forward and that I'm here for Evie. So yeah, I will just be standing around sometimes. Just if I'm standing at the kitchen, he'll just come up and say, man, you just have so much more energy. And not because I do, but because he knows I hear these comments all the time. And that's on top of, oh, you look so good these days. But we won't even get into that one. What have you learned so far from all of this, if anything?
I don't think much. I think that's sad to say. But like, I mean, it's a lifestyle that she's choosing, so I don't feel like I've learned much. I mean, if you're dedicated to something, you're going to take care of it. I've learned that, but I already knew that about you, so.
Yeah. I think that's something that he's learning that he might not have thought of obviously right now is just how to talk to me or maybe talk to anybody that's trying to lose weight or going through this process. I mean, there are some things he'll say and I'm like, oh, no, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say it like that. But I mean, he's just curious. He just has questions. The other night he said, don't get mad, but do you think that you'll ever be able to justify going into a restaurant and paying like $30 for a meal when you can't even eat hardly anything? And I mean, I would not ever get mad about that. It's not offensive. I mean, he legit wants to know that because I was talking about crab legs from Red Lobster. And yes, I will go to Red Lobster soon and I will get some crab legs and he can have everything else. I don't think they're $30 though. But no, my plan is obviously to eat off his plate if he'll let me, or off my kid's plate, or just order something small that I can eat the next day. So yeah, he's just curious, but I talked to him a lot about maybe you shouldn't say things like that or that way, or so I think he's learning some things.
Question.
I know. What would you say to somebody if they came up to you and was like, I don't think Megan should have got weight loss surgery. I don't agree with that.
You really want to know?
Mm-hmm.
If someone came up to me and said, I don't think Megan should have got weight loss surgery, and that they don't agree with that, I think my initial reaction, what I would want to say, well, good thing it's none of your fucking business. But what I probably would say is, good thing she didn't ask your opinion. I don't know. That's a pretty personal thing to be saying to anybody, I guess.
Yeah, but it does happen. There's lots of people who just put their opinion out there and think that it's needed and it's wanted and that their opinion matters, I guess. And maybe it does to some people, but I don't care if anybody thinks I need anything, or so it wouldn't matter to me. But it does happen, and I did explain that to him earlier, that people really do put that opinion out there. So
ask me.
Do you have any advice for fellow VSG husbands?
I think if they've got that in their mind, that's what they're going to do. And just support. I was a little leery at first too, but once I was well educated by her on what exactly goes on, I just kind of roll with it, and there's not much of a concern at all that I have.
And I know it all seems pretty scary in the beginning. I mean, I was scared, but I think about every day, like, here I am just living my normal life. Like, the only reason you would even know that I had a surgery is because I eat 2 ounces for an hour at a time, and that's pretty strange. And if I was to show you, the scars on my stomach, but otherwise I just live this normal life and I lose weight and you just get back to normal. So last question. What do you think about me making YouTube videos?
I think you are killing it.
Thanks.
Yep. A little uncomfortable for me being here.
He once thought that he wanted to make a YouTube channel, so do you still think that?
I'm out. I'll leave that up to you.
He's super nervous about being on camera, and he doesn't know how to be himself, and I'm like, you just need to loosen up and quit with your monotone talking and just have fun with it. But I get it, because the first video I did, I had to tape like 3 times before I felt comfortable, and now I feel completely comfortable in front of the camera, so.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll tag some people, and hopefully you can do it with your husband, wife, significant other, whoever you got, and let me know. Tag me in it so I can see what answers they give you. So like, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you guys later this week. Thanks.